Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Renee, this is the Enchanted Planner, and we are planning for the week of November or something or other in my dashboard. November 6th, that's the week. Now, originally I thought about Sesame Street, but I'm really not feeling Sesame Street, and I just did a Cookie Monster spread, like, I don't know, last week. Was it last week? I think it was last week, so I'm not really feeling that. It is Remembrance Day and Veterans Day here in Canada and the US, so I figured we'll go with that. The only unfortunate thing is the only place that I've really ever like sort of found poppies was in the Chic Fall. So there's kind of some poppies in here. So I think we're going to use these. I did go into Canva and I made this. So this is what we're going to work with today. So let's pull these bubbies off the discs, shall we? So how's it going, party people? All right. Now, a couple of things. I'm going to, do I want to? Okay, maybe we should start with some wax paper here somewhere. Hold on. Hold, please. And grab some wax paper. I think I'm going to need to get some more wax paper pretty soon. This stuff's feeling, well, this side maybe not so bad. Okay, so let's get this off. I don't know where I want to put them. That's where I'm at. I haven't quite figured that out. Like, going across the center is easy. Hang on. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put these on two separate pieces of wax paper. I know that seems a little weird, but hold on. You'll understand in 2 seconds. Let's get this guy. And we're going to play around with some placements here because we could go... Oh my god, I got too much stuff. We could go never and forget, and then bop decor in and amongst, or we can go straight across the center, which also kind of works. You know what? I think we're going to go straight across the center. Maybe. Okay, we're going to put those off the side. What we are going to do is go in here and have a look at what we have for flores. I have a whole sheet of clear, so we have lots to work with. Do I want to work with just clear? I think maybe we'll work with just clear. I'm going to pull this out. Oh, it actually perforated. That's kind of cool. I don't think it was intentionally perforated, but it's perforated. Check that out. It's funny. This book has not exploded on me yet. The books that she did last year, what were they? It was a Christmas book. Anyways, that thing, it did not take long before the entire thing was falling apart. And that's what I find with when they get into the really thick, like the 40-page sticker books, they're way too big. I mean, I'm not complaining because I like all of it, but they do fall apart. I think it was Holly Jolly. That's the name of the sticker book last year. Okay, let's get rid of that annoying stuff. Because what I was thinking is, like, let's pull one of these off for a second. And put it on a piece of wax paper. Because I figured I could kind of, like, layer these in somehow, which I thought would be a nice touch, right? So I think first things first, let's eliminate the lines in the center here, and then we can chat. I'm a little annoyed with my government, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. So originally I was not going to do a Remembrance Day spread for this. As I said, I was going to do Sesame Street, but I'm really not feeling Sesame Street. So we may get a couple of Remembrance Day spreads, to be honest with you, because today I got a headache. I'm grumpy. Like, I'm in a mood. I'm not feeling 100%. And that, you know, is partly due to menopause and partly just because, you know, life, right? But my government has decided to remove, like, I don't think Veterans Day in the States is a stat holiday. In Canada, it is. Everyone gets the day off unless you're working in like retail or what have you, okay? Although I have to be in a first aid course Remembrance Day, which is kind of annoying, but... So in what we do is, because everybody has the day off, usually veterans gather at like Epitas and they do like little ceremonies, and there's a moment of silence at like 11 a.m. and what are you? Get off my page, whatever you are. So lo and behold, and they say a little prayer, because although Remembrance Day started out as a World War II honor, to honor veterans from World War II, it's evolved over the years to include all veterans. And that means anybody that has fought in any of the conflicts in the last however many decades, right? Well, they've decided they're no longer saying prayers because it's culturally insensitive. And they're no longer doing this because it's culturally insensitive. Now, Canada, I like that. Canada is a melting pot of cultures. We always have been. Well, maybe not always, but we started like immigration from all over the place and a long time ago. So we're a melting pot of cultures, and we always pretty much have been. And there's never really been any issue with any of it. Like, we don't have a fair amount of like the culture problems that the US has. Like, we just don't. You know, we're known across the world as like the polite people. There's a reason for that. So the fact that he's removing all of this stuff, it climbed under my skin, man. Like, I'm a little irritated, to be honest, like really irritated. And I understand the younger generations, myself included, we've never had like our lives impacted by war in this kind of sense. Like, but as Gen Xers, we had grandparents who were veterans. Like, they fought in World War I and II. And those stories were passed down. And I think it's important to not forget, I guess, is probably where I'm at. And I don't think that we should be removing a bunch of things just to, I don't agree with it. And here's the thing, I'm not Christian. But I don't know. Prayer is not restricted to just Christianity. It's not. Every culture has prayer. It's not just Christianity and Catholicism that pray. So, I don't know. I'm not sure how the hell we got here, but I want off the freaking ride. Anybody with me? You want off the ride? I keep telling Di, I'm like, okay, I'm seriously at the point where I am wishing for a large asteroid to come down, just wipe us all out. Our failed experiment. Humanity sucks. But, I mean, on a positive note, I think that's why I'm kind of leaning more towards, I don't know, it's just a respect thing. And I don't know if we, as Gen Xers and Boomers, were the last generations that were raised with a sense of respect. And I don't mean like respect in that, I don't know how to explain it. You probably understand what I'm trying to say. Just that reverence, like, because we, you know, because of those stories, we don't ever want to live that stuff. That's horrific, man. Who wants to live that stuff? Oh, my head is just, no, not yet. My head is pounding. Hang on, bear with me. I kept looking at this word going, it's spelt wrong. But I'm like, no, it's not spelt wrong. It's just that my eyes don't like, I don't want to work today. Okay, so we're going to center this as best I can across the center of that. This needs a lift up to flatten it out. Okay, so, and this sticker paper is just the clear sticker paper from Online Labels. If you're in the market and you're looking, it's a harder one for me to find for a link for you guys, but it does come from Online Labels. Okay, we're just going to de-stick this a tiny bit because I'm kind of commitment issues here. I'm having commitment issues. Because this word is not as long, so trying to get this centered is going to be a bit more. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to use my letter trick, and we're going to come in like this. And then we're going to peel it up off of this, because then I can get it centered without having issues. And get it centered and centered. Okay, about there, I believe. Let's double check that before I forget. Yeah, I think it's good. So we're just going to pull that wax paper out, flatten that down, and then run our scraper across the sticker squisher. Okay, perfect. Now, we do need to kind of sort of work in some functional stuff here, don't you think? Okay, I need to look at my monthly. Okay, so I am connected with Marilyn. Oh my God. Local planner to me and one of the subscribers on this channel, because her and I quite often will split shipping and stuff when we order from Live Love Posh, because it's coming to Canada and it's so freaking expensive. Okay, so this week I only need boxes really at the end of the week, so we got wiggle room. Boxes, that's going to be my next thing. Let's go into this book. Whoops. Anyways, so I met up with her at Michael's to give her the goods, and I had mentioned to her, like, I have insert paper for days. Like, I have so much insert paper that, sure, no problem, I'm happy to share the wealth, because I got insert paper. So I took her a whole slew of insert paper in a variety of different, well, every size I have, which is all planners except big. Actually I do have big, but I have that in my pile of things to sell. I think I kind of want to, I'd like to maybe get a quote in here, but the problem is I don't really have a quote that's going to go unless we bring in something like these guys who kind of pop in at the top of the page. That might work. Then I can get a box in the sidebar, right? But see, here's where I was thinking. So let's de-stick this a bit, because this might, I know, I'm probably so out of frame. Thinking like things like this might layer fairly nicely, like so. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And these are just out of Canva. They're the florals are just, not the florals, the poppies are just out of Canva. So nothing super, I don't know. I just put in poppy and they were in the options. Okay, so I gotta see where I want to put these guys. And I want them too high. About there is probably good, because then I can stick this guy right about there. Oops, he is horribly uncentered. Let's try that again. We're a little crooked. Let me fix that. Let me fix that. Anyways, it was good to see Marilyn face to face, because her and I haven't seen each other for a while. She had knee surgery. She had a knee replacement, so she was not hobbling around very well for a while. But she's up and at 'em and was in Michael's. I will tell you though, there's one of the planners. Hang on, I looked it up for you guys because I was going to give you a screenshot. Did I keep it? Hang on, I gotta go look in my folder, because I know there's a lot of you that are always on the hunt for the elusive black metal discs, and Happy Planner never releases them. But in the 2024 planner release, the Kind and Wild Happy Planner, the deluxe one, has black metal discs. So I just wanted to share that with you, because I know everybody's like, oh, where do you get the black discs? And I'm like, Happy Planner doesn't really put them out there all that often. So it was nice to see them, and I was pretty excited about that. Okay, I've got an issue here. I need boxes and stuff. I think we're going to pull black. Maybe. We could also bring in gray, but let's see. The black's kind of black. I was thinking initially of like a black, red, and white spread. The gray is softer. I kind of like red and black together, though. It's very bold. It's bold, I tell you. But it comes down to a matter of what exactly we're going to do. I think we're going to pull a checklist. I know, who am I? I don't really ever use these things, but we're going to pull a checklist. And we're going to place that right here. If I can get it straight, it would be awesome. Okay, fabulous. Oh, who's that? Who's that? Hang on, send a message. Okay, good. It didn't interrupt my filming. It's like inopportune times for the phone to ring. that would be when you're filming. Let's not do that. Okay, so let's grab another black checklist. And oops, that was my computer. We're going to put that right down here. Okay, perfect. Now, I want to bring in some more like box clusters and florals, but I need a box here, and option-wise, we have this guy, because this is the representation for the fact that I have to be in first aid all frickin' day on the 11th, which I'm sure you can realize how happy I am about that. Do I want that off like that? I think I think we're gonna come in like right up there. This is gonna denote my first aid course, if I can get it straight, that is. Are we straight? We're almost straight. Close. Okay, so that'll denote my first aid course. And now we need hopefully to bring in one of those guys on this side as well. So I think we're going to bring this one in right down here. I don't know what purpose it's going to serve yet, but we will find a purpose for it. And then we're going to grab a black box, because y'all know I like my clusters. My little itty bitty clusters, even if they're just small, that's the same size. So let's not do that. We'll grab one of these guys. And we're going to come in off the side like this, and that will be sort of for something on your crooked. You're slightly crooked, which is why it's driving me a bit bananas. Is that better? Still off. I don't know if it's my eyes or if it's actually off. I know. You know what? I'm going to leave it, because I'm going to like lose it if I just keep messing with it. So we're just going to leave it. It can be a slight bit crooked. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Happy with that. Now, I generally always kind of find a box for my list on the weekend, but I also kind of need a box on the 10th for something. So let's grab another one of those little guys, and we'll put that right there. Excellent. Now let's go find our flowers. Let's go find our flowers, because we have some fun things here. We have a poppy, which can go kind of, All right, let's de-stick that a bit, because that's a little crazy. So I have two options. We can cut this guy in half, and I can put like a peak out there and a peak out. Actually, that works better. I was going to say I can angle it too, but let's just cut it in half. Sure, that'll work. So we're going to pop that guy like that, and this guy is going to go right here, with the exception of we're going to cover up that line that's running through it. What else is new in the zoo? Let me see. Oh, I had kind of, okay, so I'm gonna go off on a bit of a tangent here, you guys. So my tarot spread, my Halloween tarot spread went up Tuesday, I guess it was. And it kills me how every time I put up a tarot spread, I will lose like a couple of subscribers. And I'm like, we are in the 21st century, people. 21st century. Have we really, we have learned, like, we really haven't moved anywhere. Like, honestly. Okay. I want to get one of these guys over here, but we're going to, because unfortunately I don't have a double box. So we're going to work with what we got. Although I might want to put a flower thing down there. So let's grab some wax paper. What do we have for flowers? We have this big guy. How big is it though? How big is it? Yeah, so anyways, I put on my tarot spread and I lost like 2 subscribers, which obviously were probably like fairly recent subscribers, which just makes me laugh, because I'm like, we're in the 21st century, people. 21st century. This isn't like, doesn't mean I'm a devil worshiper. I'm like, how have we not evolved? Right? I mean, to each their own, but I think tarot is completely misunderstood. It does not allow me to tell the future. It doesn't give me any legs up. It's personal insight, for crying out loud, into my own psyche. But I mean, that's really what it is. It's as a tool, it's insight into your own psyche. But yeah, it always makes me laugh because I'm like, I said that to Di. I'm like, really? We're in the 21st century, people. I'm trying to decide. I kind of like the whole thing. I'm not going to lie. I was going to cut it, but I'm like, no. I like the whole thing. So we're putting the whole thing on. All right, so let's grab this big bad boy and we're going to de-stick that a tiny bit. And then we're going to have we're going to have to white out some lines, but we're going to get this guy laid down, and flush with the edge of the page would be fabulous. And then we're going to sneak back here, and I'm going to put a little marker right there and a little marker right there. And then all we have to do is come across with my Uniball. And it's funny because oftentimes people think this is a whiteout pen. It's not. It's just a white gel pen. We use it as a whiteout pen, but it's just a gel pen. It's something that we used to do as scrapbookers quite often too. We would use a white gel pen for different things, including, you know, eliminating stuff we didn't want. All right, so let's leave that there. But I also want to get this guy in here somehow. Don't go sticking to one another yet. We're not quite ready. We're not quite ready. I think we're going to come in like so, because this is sort of my weekend and I have errands to run and remember to buy this box. And that's straight. So let's do, who's going over? Under, over, what are we doing? Make up your mind. Okay, so let's squish that down. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. Marilyn brought me this ginormous sticker squisher. It's awesome. I got to pull it out. I left it in my bag. But that's what triggered that too. I'm like, oh yeah, she brought me that big thing. I have another kind of floral blossomy thing. We need something up here, which I'm going to go figure out. It might have to be another small box cluster. I wish I had a square box in this. I can check Mojo's and see if the red is the same. It's not bad. That is one thing we'll say. It's not bad, which would give me the ability to have a red box. This is a bit brighter, but it's pretty marginal. It's just margin, or damn it. Mojo tends to always go on the warm side, and I'm generally more a cool. We could cut it. I mean, that's the other thing. Or we could just, yeah, I don't really want it that big. All right, well, cutting it is. Before we get to that point, let me decide if I want a square, if I want it just a little bit. Where are we even putting this? Do I want to come down like this? Maybe we'll just do it that way. And then it sort of mirrors the other side. And then I'm not cutting it and wasting a box. Because like you're still salvaging, but you're still wasting part of the box. And I don't want to waste part of the box. Do I want to stay in the lines? Everybody else has kind of been in the lines, right? Okay, so I guess we're staying in the lines. But we are going to come down and match. I didn't pull out washi either. That's, oops, I have a fluff. It's funny, watching Mary Ellen's videos, you always get cat hair, which would totally be my MO if I had cats. Just being real, people. Then we'll grab this guy. I don't want to impede too much on that side, just because my writing space is kind of limited. I don't know that I like that. I don't know that I like that. I think it's because the box is the wrong shape. Let's go to our friends, the squares. Let's see if I prefer them any better. That's a little too big. Okay, we're gonna get it. What's the middle guy like? This guy. That's a bit better, but I do want to bring it over, and that's gonna like kind of impede on that, and that's going to annoy me. But I kind of wanted to bring this in here like that. See? Okay, so I'm gonna sacrifice a little. I am gonna back this up a bit though. There we go. Just trying to get it straight as well. And that's crooked. And that's crooked. So much for like trying to be straight. There we go. Okay, so then we'll take our little flower cluster here. We're almost done. And I don't know how long this video is, but hopefully it's not too long. Okay, so then we're going to take this guy and we're going to plunk this right in here. And then I have to make the decision of whether I'm going to cut it or not, or if I'm just going to lift up the boxes and tuck it behind. Let's try it and then I'll make a decision. So if we tuck it behind, how do I feel about that? I mean, granted, I still have to go in there and white out the thing, the line. Yeah, that's doable. Okay, so we're just going to lift up our friend here. White pen, and light that out. So, yeah. How y'all doing out there in Planner Land? I'm going through, like I said, this to die. I'm in a weird place, and I've said this a few times, because November in Canada is a little strange. We don't have a Thanksgiving, so we don't have anything like that to focus on in November, like, because our Thanksgiving is in October. And additionally, I don't know, it's too early to decorate for Christmas or winter, and now it's too late to decorate for fall, so I don't know, it feels weird to me. Not that it's not very much still autumn, but we're moving into the dark half of the year. Okay, so this page is fabulous. It got a little bit of a blank spot there, which I'm not thrilled about. Maybe we put a flower in there. Yeah, I think maybe we'll put a flower in there. So we have a couple of options. We have this guy, which is ginormous, actually, looking at it. This, maybe? Let's get some wax paper and have a look. Can kind of bring that in like that. It's just everybody else is kind of clustered, like floral clusters. I still have my black ones to bring in too, so hold on to your horses. I got that. So I think we're gonna take this guy. And we're gonna bring this up here like so. And then actually, I don't quite like that position. We're going to come in here like so. And then I'm going to white out some lines. I'm going to do some lines. That sounds bad, right? I'm going to do some lines, people. Okay. Thankfully, I've never had a interest or much exposure. Oh, I've had lots of exposure. That's the wrong way to phrase that. Never really had any interest in drugs, partly I think because I found out very early that I was allergic to THC. So that kind of stunted whatever my future drug career would have been, and I'm grateful for that, don't get me wrong, because I have addicts. I've had addicts in my family, so I understand it better than most. I really do. I don't agree with the way our government is dealing with them, but that is a conversation for another day. Okay, so let's put that guy down there like that. Oh my gosh, they look cute. Okay, so let's trim that off. And we need the crocodile to punch this. Why do we feel like we're having issues here? Oh, because there's an ever so slight little bit in that hole. So let's get that out. Get that out. Cute. All right, so we're gonna go in with my happy poppies. I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to need, so I kind of printed a bunch. I think we'll bring one like right there, which means I kind of want to eliminate some more of this line, which is odd because why didn't I take it up a bit further? But you know, sometimes I'm like, oh, I crinkled my sticker. Hold on. There we go. We'll flatten him out again. And then how far out do we need to go? Just a tiny bit. On that side. I mean, I don't really have to white all the lines out, but I kind of like them. Oh, I'm ripping my flower. So one thing I will say, this clear sticker paper from the online labels is awesome, but it is also extremely fragile. Where's my sticker picker-upper thingy? I can't find it. All right, well, let's just use good old tweezers then. Because I just want to lift up enough to get under here. That's all I'm after. That's all I'm after, boys and girls. I'm just doing that. Like so. All right, so let's flatten that out. Cool. And let's grab another one of these guys. And do I want to get that? Do I want to do a bigger one? Maybe we'll do a bigger one for that one. We'll do one of these guys, if I can get it off the damn sheet. Okay, we're at the finish line. I'll do that, and then we'll come in like so. And we need some on this side. Definitely need some on this side. So maybe we'll grab one of these little guys. And we'll come in like that. And then we have that big one down there. Actually, that's pretty good. I don't think we can really get any more on here without it looking odd. So let's flatten that guy down. And then trim off the tiny bit. Excellent. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. We do have some headers. I don't know, I don't remember what they look like though. We have like today. Actually, I think we'll reserve that one for maybe over here. And put that one there. Again, crooked. What is wrong with me today? You know, there's some days where it's like so good. And some days where it is not. There should be the same sort of block stuff in here. Yes. Okay. And then I can get some on the other side. So let's grab one of these Get It Done stickers. And we'll bring that one across right there. Excellent. All right. And then we'll grab a to-do. A to-doozy. The to-doozy. I think we'll put the to-do down here. Top, bottom, top, bottom. Let's go bottom. Kind of digging the look at the bottom. Okay, and then I do want we have a 2x, which is good. Let's grab one of those. Because that's usually what this box ends up being, is a 2x, like kind of my little note for, hey, don't forget this. Bottom, top. Because then we have one of each on each side. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Can we get anything else in? I have a to-do, so I don't want to do that. A priorities. A priorities. Maybe we'll try one of those. And then I can get one on the bottom on this side. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let me find my planner on this massive mess of my desk and sticker books. And let's throw it back on the discs. Oh, that looks so smart on black discs. Check that out. Yeah, I gotta fill in my planner. I haven't filled in my planner. All right, I'm gonna say that's officially a wrap. Let me know what you think in the comments, you guys. As always, thanks so much for coming to hang out with me. I really appreciate it, and I love y'all. Y'all put up with me. Okay, thanks so much. I will see you next time. Ciao.